Some people might have been sad upon hearing that today is the last day of October, but then get happy again after realizing that it's Halloween. Ready to play? Just forget about the bad week that you may have bad and just play. It's the weekend for a reason. Just let those things that you've been struggling with and go. This is Kevin's Upbeat. Our first song on Kevin's Upbeat for Saturday, October 31st was Chris Madlow from Sotteji. And hello guys, I'm Kevin, and today is the last day of October, Halloween, and it's the Saturday. Sounds extra special to me. So don't spend the day suckling over the things of the past. Just focus on what you're going to do and how much fun you will have while you're listening to some of the great music played here at Hotbeat. And here's how you can tune in, guys. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Sugyepo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. You can also tune in to us from New York in the US via snbwest.com or SNB Radio. On weekends, you can also listen in from Radio Korea in Los Angeles and Hawaii. Love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on the Hotbeat message board at www.arirangradio.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Let's get right into 아름다운 날들, Beautiful Days by Park Ji-yoon and Hia by Moon Myung-jin. Welcome abroad, the time machine of Once Upon a Time. Starting this week, we'll be turning back time once a week. Bon voyage! On this segment, we take a trip down memory lane like our grandmothers do when they tell us the stories of good old days. Today, we're going back to October 2010. And what were the biggest headlines of October 2010? Seoul International Fireworks Festival opens. Now, one of the biggest festivals in Seoul, and the Seoul International Fireworks Festival, opens on October 9th, attracting 1.2 million people. In 2009, the festival was cancelled due to the outbreak of influenza virus, so the reopening of festival in 2011 attracted even more people. Something gets rid of the knowledge search function in Korea. It's a portal site, yes, of course. On October 28th, something, Korea gets rid of the knowledge search function, which allows users to post up questions and have other users comment and provide answers. The function started way back in June of 2003 and was cancelled because usage dropped. Now let's take a listen to popular song in October 2010, 그땐 Then by Supreme Team and Youngjun, and 헤어지러 가는 길, On the Road to Break Up by 임정희, featured by 조건. 그땐 Then by Supreme Team and Youngjun, and 헤어지러 가는 길, On the Road to Break Up by 임정희 and featured by 조건. We're continuing on with Once Upon a Time. Let's take a look at the major entertainment news of that time. Hallyu star Lee Si-won gets married. One of the top single actors of the time, Lee Si-won gets married to his 9-year younger girlfriend on October 26th. The surprising wedding announcement and news of her pregnancy shocked many, and the wedding was held within a month of the news. Unfortunately, the couple divorced after just 2 years. 17th Korea Entertainment Masterpiece Award Ceremony. Opening October 23rd, the Rookie Awards were rewarded to Younggun and FX, while female and male groups awards were given to M Black and Sista. R&B awards were given to Hwisung and Gabi and Jay. And that's it for today's entertainment news of October 2010. Here is 결혼까지 생각했어, Even Thought of Marriage by Hwisung, and 돌이킬 수 없는 Irreversible by Kain. Alright, that was 결혼까지 생각했어, Even Thought of Marriage by Hwisung, and 돌이킬 수 없는 Irreversible by Kain. We are traveling back through time with our Saturday segment, Once Upon a Time. Let's take a look at the major music charts of October 2010. Number 7, SHINee's Hello. The group came back with a repackaged album with Hello after wild success of second album, Lucifer. This song showcased the very sweet and soft side of SHINee, different from their powerful image in Lucifer. Number 6, KAIN's 돌이킬 수 없는 Irreversible. This is a track of the KAIN's first solo album and was the song written by musician Yoon-sang. She picked the tango genre that usually idol groups don't touch, and her performance also caught fans' attention. Number 5, 2NE1's Go Away. This is a song from 2NE1's first full-length album, and with this song, including Can Nobody and Clap Your Hands, being promoted as a triple title tracks, strategically showing up 3 genres of music. Number 4, FT Island's 사랑 사랑 사랑, Love Love Love. After a successful run in Japan topping the Oricon charts, the boy band makes a comeback in Korea after 1 year with the Love Love Love, which unsurprisingly proved popular. Number 3, 성시경 and IU's 그대네요, It's You. This was the digital single released by 성시경 after 2 years of serving military duty. The song showcased the perfect harmony between the two. Number 2, Beast's 숨, Breath. After the successful run in the first half of 2010, Beast returns in the later half for the yet another successful run with the addictive track accompanied by an impressive performance, proving themselves to be one of the top idol groups. Now we will find the top song of October 2010. Here is after these 2 songs, Go Away by 2NE1 and Hello by SHINee. 2NE1's Go Away and Hello by SHINee. You're listening to Once Upon a Time. Now, what was the top song of October 2010? It was Mrs. Breathe. After debuting with the Bad Girl Good Girl in July of 2010, the group releases their second single, Breathe, in September. The upbeat, addictive rhythm paired with Miss A's cute choreography was a huge success that year. Now the time machine of Once Upon a Time is returning to the present. Join me again next week, and this is the top song of 2010 of October, Breathe by Miss A. That was the top song of October 2010, Breathe by Miss A. Here's 2 more songs for you guys. Nothing on You by B.O.B. featured by Bruno Mars, and TikTok by Kesha. Nothing on You by B.O.B. featured by Bruno Mars, and TikTok by Kesha. Now guys, it's time to wrap up part 1 about Beat, but I'll be back in second half with Tell Me Something with your topics and with your messages. Here's one last song guys, 낙인, Sigma by 임재범.
Baby bounce, bounce, baby bounce, bounce, baby bounce, 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 baby bounce, bounce, baby bounce, bounce.
Everybody listen to my voice and just follow the beat. Throw your hands in the air like you don't care and get ready to move your body like this, like that, like this, like that. Come on, like this, like that, like this, and like that. Ooh, feels so good tonight with full of flavor and music, music. You're welcome to my world. Just listen to my words. You will like it, you like it, girl. You love it, girl. Relax your mind. Heartbeat.
Alright, that was Love Me by the 1975. Now, welcome back to the second hour of Upbeat. And let me tell you again how you can tune in. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. If you're in a Busan area, tune into EFM 90.5. If you got a smartphone, just search Hwariyeon Radio in your app store. It's a free app. You can listen to our program on the move and leave your comments through the smartphone Hwariyeon Radio app. Also, you can listen to Hwariyeon Radio through TuneIn. It's an online radio service set with 40 million users worldwide. You can download TuneIn through Google Play or the App Store. Love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on the Upbeat message board at www.arirangradio.com/upbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Here is 보고 싶어, I Miss You by Girls' Day, and Meari, Echo by G.I., and we'll be back with Tell Me Something. On this segment, we get to talk about anything we want with one theme each week. It's Tell Me Something. Now, because today's Halloween, our Tell Me Something topic for today will be about your most memorable party or gathering. You can even talk about any weird or unique costumes you've been seeing people wear, or even talk about fateful meeting with someone you were interested in. We'll be back to read your messages after this music break. Mr. Chu by A-Pink and 깜짝 Party, Surprise Party by Alphabet. That was Mr. Chu by A-Pink and 깜짝 Party, Surprise Party by Alphabet. Now, let's start with Honey Bear from Indonesia. My most memorable party happened 9 years ago. It was my cousin's wedding. We need to wear traditional Japanese clothes, and I totally can't wear that, oppa, because I'm tomboy and they told me to wear high heels too. I couldn't walk properly, and by the end of the wedding, I took off my shoes and was walking around barefoot. Traditional Japanese wedding is really complicated, oppa, but it was nice because many people came to celebrate with us. Because of marriage costumes are rarely done now, the atmosphere was pretty serious because we were preserving very old traditions. Now my cousin is pregnant, her first child after 9 years of waiting. The baby will come next year. I'm so excited. Mahiro 99 from Japan. Last Halloween, my friend's house was empty, so we decided to dress up and have a little costume party on our own. It wasn't really a costumes, but we just put on really thick makeups and put on tight dresses, high heels, stuff that we usually wouldn't wear on normal basis. We took a lot of photos together that day. This was like our chance to go crazy using Halloween as an excuse, but not long after we put the clothes on, we complained about not being able to eat because our clothes were so tight, and also about our heels being so high. We ended up changing back into our pajamas and ate and played all night. It just felt too awkward for us. Yunjama from Korea. I've never been to a party yet, but I'll tell you about a work dinner I went to. I get red even after drinking just 1 glass of alcohol, so I usually never drink ever. But that day, I just couldn't reject the people offerings and me drinks because it was with my coworkers, so I ended up drinking a whole bottle of soju by myself, an empty stomach. I remember causing a huge ruckus, yelling at my boss. Giving him a piece of my mind, yes. And then later I even fell asleep. After that night, no one ever gives me alcohol when we go out to eat. And I usually find myself sleeping out of dinners. That might entail a lot of drinking. Now we will continue after some music. 여자이니까, Because I'm Your Girl by One Piece, and 꽃보다 그녀, Her Over Flowers by B2B. 여자이니까, Because I'm Your Girl by One Piece, and 꽃보다 그녀, Her Over Flowers by B2B. You're tuning in to Tell Me Something. This week's topic is my most memorable party or gathering. Let's continue with Eugenie from Korea. I remember my first time meeting my boyfriend's friend. I can never forget that day. I want to look good in front of them, so I actually started watching what I ate a few days before I was supposed to meet them. I made myself up in my best outfit and it was really tight on me. But we ended up going to my favorite grilled pork belly restaurant. I told myself not to eat so much because of how tight my clothes were. But I couldn't resist. After a certain point on pressure, my stomach was suddenly lifted and I reached behind my skirt and realized that my buckle had come off. Thankfully, there was a zipper below the buckle, so my skirt didn't fall down or anything. But I was so embarrassed and worried that someone would have seen the buckle fall off. That's funny. That is really funny. Varshab Shalb from India. I was having this freshman party at the restaurant. Me and my friends were having fun. Then out of the blue, some of the relatives showed up and I was really totally drunk and my family drinking is totally unacceptable. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? I don't remember what I said or how I even talked to them. They said next day that I was very fun yesterday. I was just nodding my head and praying. Please don't tell my parents. It was a hilarious experience. It made me realize that world is too small. Be careful of your relatives. Emma 10 from Japan. I remember decorating the entire house with flowers and balloons for my mom's birthday. So I set everything up so that after my mom and dad came back from their dinner date, the rest of us could have the little wine party at home. And finally they came home, but as soon as the door opened, my mom stormed into her room and yelled at us to put everything away. Turns out she got into a huge fight with my dad because he wouldn't let her order something that she wanted to eat, saying something too expensive. You know, that day I had to silently just stay in my room. No, that's very, but it happens, you know, it happens for some parents. If they go out and in a special occasion like an anniversary, if they fight over it, you know, like, their daughters, maybe sons, they have to like, you know, be careful with their parents because they are very sensitive. Sina from Japan. There was a party after my friend's wedding, and I remember it was just like out of a Sina movie. I was talking with my friend, and one guy just came up to me and asked me if I had a boyfriend. He didn't ask me if I had time or if we could talk, but he was so forward in asking me if I was single. I was so shocked. I loved how confident he was, and we actually clicked really well with each other and ended up dating. Come to think of it, your destiny is always somewhere around you. And that is true, actually. Yeah. We will be right back after listening to Me and the Rhythm by Selena Gomez and Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift. Me and the Rhythm by Selena Gomez and Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift. Now, this week's topic is my most memorable party or gathering. Let's read some more of your messages. Karen 543 from Japan. I remember a house party we had at the guest house. We were staying in the Paris. Ooh, okay. It was so fun and talk with strangers and eat together. I remember we up all night talking. It was so much fun for me. I can never forget that night. I still keep in touch with some of them. I think this is one of the most fun things that can happen when you're traveling. Oh, yes, yes. Yu-Gyung from Korea. My older sister is a chef, and when she has a day off, it means party time for our family. We grocery shop until we drop in the afternoon, and we just eat and eat and eat until we can't stuff ourselves anymore. My whole family loves eating, and so my sister says that it makes her happy to cook for us. If your family is like mine and love to eat, have someone who also loves to cook. I think every day would be like a party. Haruka 39 from Japan. My friends and I always gather at another friend's house because she lives alone. We usually meet up on Friday night and stay up all night together, and we go home on Saturday night instead of dress code. We all made it a rule to buy food when we come over because she's opening her house to us. It's so much fun just to hang out with friends at friend's house because you don't waste time looking for a place to eat or worry about having to go home. And that is right, actually. If you guys meet up with your friends like on the weekends and like planning out for your parties, just be careful. Like, try not to hurt yourself or try not to involve any serious situation or dangerous situation. All right, guys? Just be careful but have fun. Here is 매일 밤 Every Night version 2 of EXID and 밤을 새 Up All Night by Hugga featured by Basic. 매일 밤 Every Night version 2 of EXID and 밤을 새 Up All Night by Hugak featured by Basic. Now, today's topic was my most memorable party or gathering. And for me, I guess every weekend is like a party for me because I meet up with like members or maybe friends. But most of the time it was with my members. But if I go out, even though like if we don't go out, we stay home at our basement and just try to like get something like nice food and I cook for them. You know, I love to cook. But just be careful. Like I said, whatever you do, everything's good, all right? Whenever you guys party, whenever you gather up with your friends or family, you know, do your stuff. But just be careful not to get involved any different or like dangerous situation with strangers or just, yeah, try to stay safe. All right, guys? That's the most important thing before you party. Next week's topic is going to be about movies. Many of us love watching movies during the weekend. So we'll be talking about my favorite movie quotes. Tell us any of your favorite movie quotes, whether it's funny or inspirational. Whatever you would like to share with us. Write us a message on our message board with Tell Me Something in the subject. Now, our one last song for this segment would be Heine's 내 맘이, My Heart. Alright guys, it's time to close out today with one last song by Jamie Lawson. Wasn't expecting that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 안녕!